AI being forced on every app sucks. So this was posted on the artificial intelligence subreddit about 5 days ago. I meant to cover it sooner, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And by the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking like Steve Jobs, it's because I actually bought this for Halloween to dress up as Steve Jobs, but I'm not going to let a good top go to waste. So here I am. So this post was banned on unpopular opinion because I said the word AI. Really? Is that a thing? That's crazy. Why? I didn't realize. We'll have to read the rules. I didn't realize Redditors weren't able to have an opinion on that topic on that thread. I find it disconcerting that that's the case. But anyways, here's what I tried to post there. Okay. I'll come to this question, by the way, in a second, or this statement. I do not like AI being incorporated into every app and program I use on my phone and computer. I just had to update Microsoft Word and Adobe Reader. Now I keep getting prompts to use the new AI tools to make my work easier for me. I mean, it probably will make your work easier eventually. I also have to get a new computer later this year because mine will be out of date soon, even though it works fine. I'm gonna sneeze. I also just updated the newest iOS on iPhone and opened my Guitar Tabs app. It's interesting you say app, actually, Guitar Tabs app. Because anyway, it opened up with a questionnaire to streamline my experience and didn't give me an option to cancel out of it. Yeah, I mean, not being able to cancel out of it is annoying. I'll agree with that at least. Just wanted to look up a tab and play a song, but was forced to feed an algorithm to get the test service I paid for. So, there might be... Yeah, anyway, that's last sentence, doesn't matter. So, AI being forced on every app sucks. This is exactly the same as when the App Store was created, or something like that, I guess, and every single person was building an app for everything. I think it's just the exact same thing. Like, there's a new thing. It's like when crypto exploded, and then suddenly everyone was making a decentralized version of everything that already existed, right? Like, blockchain app for this, or for this, or for this. Decentralized version. Now we've got AI. Every tool that exists is now going to have like an AI version. I think that's just what happens. It does suck that you can't avoid using it, if that's true. I mean, there's no reason that they would be lying. So that's what I think that comes to. And to be honest, AI at the end of the day is just software, right? I feel like AI is a buzzword. It's just software. It's no different to any other update you're getting. I can appreciate... I don't know about having to get a better computer, because most of it is sort of... You're not doing the AI on your device. Usually it's like a query to another server doing the AI. AI in quotes, doing the processing. Let's see what people are saying. I've got a nice fresh coffee here. Oh, yes. I'm going to be buzzing after this. I feel the same way you do. But it's important to realize that the problem is not AI. The problem is that these companies are pushing their agenda onto you. They are not behaving badly now. They always were. Yeah, the Windows... I keep getting that Windows 11 upgrade screen. And then it's just like, I want you to ignore it. But you can only do like, remind me in 3 days, I think, or something. It will keep coming back to you. Hello U2 song on my iPod. Yeah, I remember that. Wasn't there whole because my sister, when I was younger, had had an Apple device, and I remember like the whole U2 album being on there. I remember my first phone had a Losing My Religion from REM on it, which I thought was pretty funny. I don't know why it had it, but it did. I think it was like a Nokia 6300. Hello, dying battery life on my iPhone. Now, don't get me wrong, I use AI a ton. You gotta use those AI stickers. AI stickers are amazing. Worth $1,000, if you ask me. The YouTube iPod thing brought me back. Was it just an iPod? I thought it was like an iTunes thing. My main gripe this time around was with updating my app and not having the option to exit out of the prompt when I opened it. Oh, okay, that's OP. That's fair. They've already said that. Didn't realise Redditors weren't able to have an opinion, so that's a quote. They don't want to. I came here and found this place because I wanted to have a conversation about AI. Everywhere on Reddit, if you aren't liking AI. You're getting, yeah, I think that's because probably a lot of it is like to do with they're worried that their jobs are going to be taken, or like AI art and stuff. There's a lot of hate on that. I know that for a fact. With Bitcoin though, the Bitcoin subs are the exact opposite, and also don't want to have constructive conversations. I haven't been around long enough to know if these subs are like that. But yeah, I don't really go into the crypto subs. I actually do have some Bitcoin, but I don't have any other crypto. I'm not really interested in any other crypto at the moment, at least. Certainly not Trump coin. Has that been rug pulled yet? Trump coin. It was like $54 at some point, wasn't it? So 22. Yeah, it reached like $60 and now it's 17. So yeah, pretty sure that's been rug pulled. That's crazy. President of the United States rug pulling his population. So speaking as someone who actually uses AI a lot, I don't use any of these integrated AI features. Neither do I really, I like tools and I like building things, but I don't really think I use AI. And I mean I use ChatGPT for some coding bits. But yeah, none of these like integrated AI features for sure on my phone. I don't really care about that either. Um, they all have cheap models behind them. They're all poorly integrated. It's so much easier to just copy and paste whatever I need into a normal chatbot UI and therefore take advantage of the established context. Yeah. A couple exceptions, Copilot, which lets you choose from a model from a set. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But again, this is strictly about sort of coding, where I think AI is actually, or LLMs are actually really good and useful. And learning, I think. If you're actually trying to learn stuff, they're quite good. You can sort of ask questions. I feel like I can learn a lot faster on ChatGPT and stuff than I could just from doing research online. So I hate how Gemini keeps popping out of my phone or how Google Assistant keeps showing up how to peacefully turn off my phone. Because to use Gemini, you have to accept the terms of service, and that includes uploading all your SMS. Gemini is just wrong a lot. The paperclip is back on Google Docs. That's kind of what I said in the previous video, I think. It's basically Clippy. Clippy's back, but this time he's an AI tool. Let's see. I complained to Azure about their use of AI for tech support. Just give me the phone number to call. The AI doesn't have feelings and won't help me. I can understand your frustration with the increasing prevalence of AI in everyday applications. It's valid concern that many people share. The rapid integration of AI into our digital tools can feel intrusive, especially when it's not optional. Optional is the key word. It's not really an issue if you want it. If you don't want it and you're forced to use it, a bit more annoying. Like, wasn't Cortana like that at the beginning? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, you can disable it now, but I'm not sure if it was... Or it was definitely enabled by default. Your idea of going back to pen and paper is quite relatable. Sometimes the simplest tools are the most reliable and least intrusive. I mean, yeah, of course. It's a shame that avoiding unwanted... It's kind of like when everything was cloud. And, like, I don't want everything you do to be online, Like Chromebooks, I might be wrong. Are Chromebooks purely... Do they have their own storage, or is it all online? I think they must have some sort of local storage. I'm not sure. Your idea of going back to pen and paper, yeah, I read that. It's unfortunate that unpopular opinion banned your post. Discussions about AI's impact on daily lives are important. Yeah, I don't really get why they would censor that. Maybe there was just like a point where there was loads of questions, in which case I would sort of understand it, at least, or a temporary ban or something like that. I don't know. But not a permanent one. We have only really rented the ability to compute. Apparently every tech company is able to load AI tools that as a feature, and you cannot opt out anymore. We are in the singularity right now. My company's doing the same thing. It's a bunch of execs and product managers who seem to have forgotten how to think and assume the rest of us working others have too. I also hate pop-ups. Solution finding problems. Solution finding problems. That's always an interesting one. You do see that. It's hard though. I think some people want to be like entrepreneurial and helpful, but they don't really know what to help with. And I don't really think, well, I do think sometimes people are looking for a problem or like a solution to find problems. It's like you, not everyone has exposure to problems. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. But yeah, I don't think AI is complete. It's not a solution to find problems. It's definitely something that will be useful. But yeah, I mean, everything is going to be integrated into AI is going to be integrated into everything, so maybe they're a bit right. Are you sure it wasn't banned because that is hardly an unpopular opinion? The hate for AI is so mainstream at this point that it's pretty ubiquitous. I was auto banned for just mentioning the word AI, so yeah. The actual purpose is that they're using your data. Agreed. I like to remember those kinds of AI are not likely there for my benefit. They are probably implemented as a pretext for using AI to better interpret, analyze app data. They just want more money. If they think that those features are going to make them more money, then they will make those features. I believe the win of the AI will make AI that manages the others. No, I don't think there will be one AI that manages all the others. It will grow with you and allow for deep customization capabilities. We should be able to increase sarcasm, empathy, and point to sources we prefer for info. I think you can sort of do that with memory, right? Like you can give it 20 things or something. I don't know what the size of like ChatGPT's memory is, but I think you can put some things in the memory like that. Or in custom instructions. I share in the sentiment. AI is great in some ways, but this push to make it an integral part in daily consumers' lives is absolutely ridiculous. Just yesterday I went to list an item on Poshmark. Don't know what that is. I added some pictures and suddenly the entire listing is generated for me. Not cool. Poshmark. Buy and sell fashion. God, I don't know why I'm so like... It's come out of nowhere. Runny nose. I actually agree with you on this. I'm an AI engineer and it's getting on my nerves as well. This post was banned on unpopular opinion because I used the word AI. Agreed the censorship right now is insanity. As for AI in every app, this is a natural cycle of people who don't understand tech demanding the new buzzword. Tech is embedded in what they do day to day. Yeah, I feel like this is no different to people like making an app for everything. Like there was literally, the whole thing was like, oh, there's an app for that. Now it's like, oh, there's an app with that with AI. So every CEO wants their app to be enabled by AI. Also, they want to be able to like probably raise more money, and they can probably raise more money by saying they're working on AI. So that's also another thing, or it's a selling point, or like a differentiator. Like if you've got an app which is the same as another app, you say, "Oh, mine has AI," so it's like it's the same, but it also has AI. I don't know if people might choose it. I don't know, or they feel like they need to do it because other people are doing it. So I feel like maybe at this point you could like maybe get customers by saying it doesn't have AI. Someone should try it. So I think that as more and more people realize the shine of AI is a lot of hype, we'll see more refined use cases take hold in the market. Yeah, lots of like narrow verticals where AI will be really good. But there's a lot of wrappers and hallucinations out there that add negative value in today's market. The tech is new. I don't think it's too new. I think it's already quite useful, but yeah, I feel like the integrations aren't that great yet. Outside of maybe coding, but even that has a lot of room for improvement. There's two choices in the future: join the Great Reset with AI, or go off grid and join the Matrix Rebellion. Matrix Rebellion. Is that just from the Matrix film, or is that what it's called? I have watched this. It's just been a long time since I watched it. Sometimes I just feel like DuckDuckGo isn't actually good at getting me the information I want. Yeah, so that is from the film. I feel the same way. It's so totally annoying that I can't even post an emoji without AI appearing to explain it or help you write it. I am extremely pro AI, but I agree it's being misused in certain places, especially by Google, which has by far the worst mainstream AI model out there. Which is quite surprising. You'd think, honestly, it's so interesting to me because I really thought, I mean, I guess Google is still a monopoly in search. I don't think that would change right now. I tend to go to like LLMs for my first port of call now. But yeah, I never thought we'd get to a point where I wouldn't be using Google 10 years ago. So it's sort of crazy that it's already happened. And like, okay, I still use it at times, but yeah. It's literally sharing and spreading false information. I think it has gotten slightly better at this. I know for a while, you know that summation that just came up at the top, the AI summation? I think there was a while where it was really, really bad. I don't think it's as bad anymore. I know there was like loads of memes about it just being straight up wrong. I haven't noticed that recently, personally. I think the big issue here is that there's a lot of very average and useless people out there, especially in the workplace. When PowerPoint offers to lay out your slides and then does an awful job, you think that's awful. I still have to do it myself. However, a lot of people genuinely find its attempt better than they'd normally do because they are actually quite useless and or too lazy to do a basic job to do more than a basic standard. Same goes for text written by GPT. Terribly, slightly blurred images. Yeah, the image generation is pretty bad. It's nothing better than like I use it for like a joke sometimes, like posting like your group chat in certain circumstances, but I've never actually generated an image really that was any good, to be honest. Not from GPT at least. Maybe there's better. I know there's other image generators that are stronger. What was I going to say? Text written by GPT as well. I get it. It has this weird writing style, and I feel like I have tried to get it to generate. Like, let's say you're actually using this for something you want to use at work. The way it writes is just horrible. Like, I don't. It's really. I can't quite describe it, to be honest. I just don't like it. It's so fake. And it doesn't. I feel like people don't write like that. So often I have to. You have to like tell it multiple times. Like write it more like I would write it, or yeah. But obviously that's sort of off topic, to be honest. So as a university professor, I see this firsthand. Crap GPT assignments that are written by students who probably wouldn't have put in the effort to do anything much better anyway. True. I feel like I would mostly. Oh, I don't know, because I know they said that a lot of people can't tell, but I just feel like I do feel like it will get better, but quite often at the moment I feel like it's obvious when something's written by GPT. I'm a huge fan of technology and AI, and I think a lot of AI applications like ChatGPT, Perplexity. I love Perplexity. I should use more Perplexity. I know ChatGPT does also come up with the websites now sometimes, but Perplexity does that by default, and I like that. I like actually being able to see where the sources it has drawn from, so that's really good. Are extremely helpful and revolutionary, but I think it should stop there. I think that apps and services that were created without AI should have it added, or at least no way to turn it off. Don't. Yeah, so I agree. You should always be able to turn anything off. Everything, all features should be optional, you know, to be honest. I remember I worked somewhere once and it was a SaaS business, and because we had different clients that we had this whole set of things you could enable and disable. So I thought, okay, well, I probably just want everything enabled. This is off topic, I know. So I thought I'd just enable everything, just so whenever I worked on anything, it would by default be enabled, and I could see the changes, etc. But it honestly just completely broke everything, which was pretty funny. So yeah, it wasn't designed to be able to have all the options enabled, which was pretty funny, at least to me. Probably not to you guys. Oh well, you had to be there. So lol, username checks out without the sarcasm tag. Why aren't you using the tools to make your life easier though? want things to remain difficult. Yeah, just make your life easier. I feel like the idea of making your life easier involves a lot of context that companies aren't looking at. Yes, I can add preferences and get great recommendations. Let's see. AI is in the future. This is fact. I suggest you learn to use it rather than get left behind. Not even the future, it's the present. I've been mulling choosing to be left behind, but I'm also fascinated by it and want to see where it goes. Yeah, it's the present and the future. Okay, so why are you posting it here? I didn't know this was a subreddit. Should we have a look at it? That could be fun. Community not found. Well, that's why you didn't post it there. Kind of explains it. This subreddit doesn't exist, brother. Okay. Cool. I think that's it. That's it. So, let me know your thoughts on AI being forced on every app, and see you in the next video.